Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we got to talk about the struggle. We got to talk about how we're going to get money into your pockets, how we're going to make some more money. It's an SSN lifestyle secret. And welcome to Foci Optics. Check. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back to the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page, and I want to thank you for being here. And of course, I always have to talk about this join button over here on the right hand side. That's how you become a member of the channel. And members of the channel receive special messages under the community tab and 1 or 2 videos a month specifically for them. So please join us that way. And if you haven't joined us, hit the subscribe button and please share the videos. We're trying to help millions of other people. And now we're going to get into the SSN lifestyle is the biggest secret right now. And part of it is how many people work paycheck to paycheck? How many people are always struggling? How many people then save money? And then when they say, you know what, I finally am going to go on a vacation. I'm finally going to do something that I like in my life. Then you find out it's expensive. It's not just $1,000. It's like $3,000 to do everything you want to do. Well, that's the little secret I'm going to bring with SSN lifestyle, but we're not going to actually talk about that. I'm still going to tease that because I haven't fully put it together. But the idea is that you make money, have streams of income, which frees up your time, which makes you become financially free or financially independent. That way you can come and go as you please and make time for yourself. And then instead of having to pay like ordinary citizens, because I'm about to get into our investments here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about Miami, because a lot of you are sitting there going, well, he keeps talking about Punta Cana in the DR. What about USA? No qualifying, no credit check. Well, we're about to talk about it today, because if you missed the last live stream, well, then you missed out on this information in downtown Miami. We're going to go over it. And now I'm about to show you even a little more in depth of what normally happens when I start looking at properties, because we have to figure out if we invest in the property, do we make the rental income necessary? Do we have the high occupancy rate necessary for us to join the party, especially when we're talking about adding rooms in an already crowded environment? So therefore, what separates you from everybody else? That is the key. All right, so let's get into it. But before I get into the downtown pre-construction, no credit check, no qualifying, you just need money and you're in, I got to let everybody know you're being left behind if you don't understand what's happening. Many of you have been here and know about this, but as you can see, the richest 1% now own half of the United States stock market. Do you hear me? America's richest 1%. But the richest 10% own 92% of the stock market. You guys know, you've heard me give these numbers out before. This should not be any shock to anybody. What that means is, what do the 90%ers own, right? What's the OCs own? So that should be of concern. And that should also tell you where you should be putting some of your extra money into stocks. So of course I have the links down below for the free shares of stock from Robinhood and Webull. So kindly, if you haven't downloaded those, please do so down in the description below. But let's talk about even something more alarming. The world's richest 1% own twice as much as the bottom 90%. Do you hear me? Do you understand what we're saying here? There's 7.6 billion people on the planet. What they are trying to tell you is 6.9 billion own the equivalent or actually not even the equivalent. The top richest 1% in the world own twice as much as the other 6.9 billion people combined. If that doesn't get you moving, if that doesn't get you into the business program and starting to get those extra streams of income, I don't know what will, because soon as they start throwing on additional inflation where the cost of goods and services rises quicker than your raise at a job, you're going to find out shortly here, and I'm talking about in the next 1 to 2 years shortly, that you don't make enough. And what is not making enough? I won't get into the stats, but let's just say if you don't make like over $4,500 a month after tax, you're going to be hurting here shortly. All right? That is my predictive number. So let's get into this real estate, ladies and gentlemen, because being part of the 1% means we have a little bit of real estate. Why do we have a little bit of real estate? Because we're renting it out. We're not living in it. We're renting it out. So that way we have income coming in. I mean, profits coming in. Stream of income. That's an asset. We're not going to go out here and buy no $2 million house to live in. We're going to rent it out if we did. All right? Let's get real. That's what we're going to do. Now, let's go downtown first of all. I want to stay downtown with the STAR report, the STR reports, right? This is from 2018 because I don't have the 2019. I can't find the 2020. But I came across this as I'm doing my due diligence for if I'm going to seriously make a run at anything in downtown Miami, because it's a, that's a special situation. It's a vacation type rental place where everybody wants to stay near South Beach. And it's also a sports center. It's also a business center. It's the largest cruise port is in Miami. So you have a mix of not just one reason a person will come and stay in Miami. So do we have enough people that would want to stay at one of my properties in downtown Miami is the question, since I'm not at the beach. It's easy when you're at the beach because that's where everybody wants to stay when they come to Miami, the large percentage. But anyhow, I have this squared out Miami World Center. And the funny thing is, I was actually there. I actually took pictures at a place called Paramount. These are Paramount Condos. They're already built. I was in the lobby of the Paramount condominiums, residences, and they range from $350,000 up to $10 million. It's a wonderful place. So I'm going to show you guys some of these things, but that is part of this Miami World Center complex, which gives these guys a big time place to rent. Now, the 84 more hotels in the wings for Miami-Dade County was from 2019. That has shrunk due to COVID, but that's still going to add like 10,000 rooms over the next 3 to 4 years. And that's where you have to start calculating, wait, if they add more rooms, that's some more supply, and we're going to have enough demand. So that's why you want to be the top third. They're number 3 at the airport. We'll get into these numbers. But I wanted to show you Paramount. Paramount is, like I said, already built. I might even throw some pictures up because I was outside at the Paramount gallery. In fact, they still have a gallery. So some of it's already built. I don't think they've completed it yet. But I have pictures at their sales gallery that I'll show you, which I wasn't even going to use. And this building is built. I'll show you that too. I'm taking pictures right across the street from this place. I didn't realize that was the World Center. But I did go in the lobby because I was looking for Natiivo Miami, which is next door, but they don't have numbers on buildings. So I accidentally was at their building because I thought that's where Natiivo sales gallery was. But anyhow, I had to show this because you guys can see on the screen what's happening downtown. These are no ordinary condominiums, right? These are like resorts. You have 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, studios, 3 bedrooms, penthouses, and as you can see, basketball courts, fitness centers, movie theater style game rooms, racquetball, and you can see here boxing rings in the fitness center. That's what they're doing in Natiivo as well. This locations are off the chart. They're right by the Metro Mover. This is about real estate investing. Here, you actually will have to buy because these are not pre-construction. I do not believe. If you want to check out Paramount, I do have a guy named Daniel that you guys can hit me up in the email at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com, and I will send you his information. All right. He's a realtor for Paramount. All right. So if you want to check into it, I did not check into it any further because I was there for Legacy, and Paramount basically costs more than the TiVo, and I know where they are. So this is a good location as well, but it's not exactly in. There's buildings in front of it, as you can see. So you're missing almost. I don't think there's going to be many views unless you're on the corners of the building. Versus Natiivo, you can be on the side of the building and have peekaboo views of the ocean, which is, like I said, as far as rentals go, that's better for you. Now, I want to show you guys the real deal on what you need to do to start doing some research. So you first saw I was doing this here to see how many hotels are going to be built, because you need to know that, right? And that's just random info. Then I ran across Paramount, which I knew was by the World Center, and I'm like, wait a minute, okay, that explains why you can get $10 million for whatever unit that is up there, because they're actually close in, they're in that World Center location. So that's beautiful. Now, I just picked some random dates, right? And this is April 23rd through the 25th, just nondescript. It's not a holiday, it's nothing special. It's almost the end of what you would call season, I guess, but is there really a season? Miami's 24/7, almost like 365. So here's something. Holiday Inn, Port of Miami. This is where the cruise lines leave out of. And you can see it's 241 here, which that's a hotel room and a Holiday Inn. Nothing special. You're not getting anything there. You may get a breakfast. That's you might have a Wi-Fi business center with two computers and a printer, but that's nothing major. Something comparable to a Natiivo or a Paramount would be obvious. Well, most people don't know. Four Seasons hotels are usually 4-star, 5-star places. This is why the 2 nights there cost almost $2,000, $1,876. There's a reason. All right, Fortune House Hotel Suites. Once again, this is a suites. So notice how the price escalates a bit. $400 a night. Now we're at $952. So this is looking good if you're gonna get a place like at Paramount, which is gonna be that's a 5-star place, or a Natiivo Miami. These specialty places, condos they're building downtown, where you have restaurants inside, where you have fitness centers inside. The Natiivo property has workspaces inside, not just 1 or 2 or 3, but 10, and they have 3 floors of it. So I'll show you some of that. But I want to show you something else. Here is Epic Hotels, another hotel by IHG. They're $882 for these 2 nights. So that gives you an idea that it's going to cost around $400 per night. And you're not going to have the amenities so far that's going to be either at Paramount or at Natiivo or at any other one that's going to be built, because they're going to be built specifically for a resort within a resort, unlike what a hotel is. So if this is a hotel, all they're going to have is a little fitness center, maybe some breakfast and a nice pool, of course, but that's pretty much it. There's not going to be co-working spaces. So I want to show you something here. Please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be maybe a long one, because this is how you review if it's going to be worthwhile. And unfortunately, the Punta Cana situation, because of the COVID, they have dropped from 500,000 visitors per month. They've dropped all the way down to 50,000 visitors per month in the DR. That will reduce hotel rates greatly. Now, Miami's no difference during the COVID, although Florida, they've opened up pretty much. I mean, so you still have rents, you still have hotel rentals, but the traffic isn't there. So these numbers could be muted slightly. But I just want to show you. I clicked on Ocean View. Now, remember what I always told you. There's a little cachet whenever you can say, I have Ocean View. That's one of the cachets that people will pay more for. The other one is when you say, I have a penthouse and you have an extra terrace up top. People will pay extra for that. Just remember, there's certain things that people pay more for. If you say you have a kitchen instead of a hotel room, and now people don't have to spend money at the restaurants. And in case you haven't been to restaurants in major cities, you're not going to escape with two people eating a full entree and getting whether it's a soda or an actual alcoholic beverage for two people. You're not escaping under $60. All right? Just how it's going to be. You're not escaping. It's probably going to be more like $80 minimum. And that's just at a regular spot. Never mind if you try to go to some spot that's well known or popular, but you're visiting, you don't know it's well known or popular. You go there, then you're in the hundreds. So this is why people go, if you say I have a place, even a cooktop, where they don't have to go out and eat, where they can spend the same $60-$70 and now they can fix 2 or 3 meals instead of having to go out every night they're there. That is major, ladies and gentlemen. That's why if you can get a condo in downtown Miami, or a condo in DR, or a condo in Cozumel, or a condo in Cabo San Lucas, these are the things that you look for. If you don't have Ocean View, make sure you have a kitchen. You don't have a kitchen, well then make sure you can actually put a flat countertop in there that a person can cook with. Make sure that's allowed. But you have to have these extra amenities that will beat a hotel. People will pay for these extra amenities. They pay for themselves. And the amenities in the building matter. So at Paramount, I'm pretty sure Paramount might have it. I haven't checked those out. But we're going to talk about Natiivo. But look at this. $950 a night when we have Ocean View. That's 3-bedroom, of course. These are the same April 23rd to the 25th. $400 a night for Hilton Miami downtown now. Remember, this is a hotel room. There's no kitchen. There's no 3 floors of co-working space. There's no game room, media room. There's none of that. There's no pool with restaurants and bars around it. There's no bars on every floor. You follow what I'm saying? There's no valet parking included. You see what I'm saying? You got to pay. So, and then look, all the rest are sold out, unavailable. See how simple this is? If you have Ocean Views, you get to rent more than everybody else. No matter how small or sliver of ocean you get to see, you can see what the change is when you change it from Ocean View to just regular. Now we have all the regular ones, and that's why you see lower prices. Because everybody's like, well, I don't want to stay at these places because I don't have Ocean View. See, all these aren't even showing up because they don't have Ocean View, and you can still see people are still going to have to pay almost $600 for 2 nights. This person's $800 for 2 nights, another $900 for 2 nights. See, this is what we're talking about. So this is why it looks good. Somebody on the Friday Night Live mentioned an Intercontinental Hotel, and I was like, yeah, I know where it is. It's the Ultra Music Festival plays in this park right here. All right, you guys can see one of my previous videos. I might have made a video about the Ultra Music Festival. You might, I don't know if I actually made a video, but check it out. Search the channel. Maybe I did. But I was there, and I showed it maybe 2 years ago. And again, what I wanted to show was this. 2 double beds with city view. Notice, city view. These are $400 a night, right? What happens when we change this to bay view? Here we go. 2 double beds with the bay view. $1,000 now. $1,100 for those 2 nights. This is what I'm talking about. This is April 23rd through the 25th, which is nondescript nights. This isn't a festival. This isn't a game going on at Miami or American Airlines Arena. There isn't nothing happening, and you can get $455 a night for a hotel room with 2 double beds. Not even with cooktops, not even with fitness centers with boxing rings inside, not even with bars included, not even with restaurants down. Well, Intercontinental has restaurants, but you have 2 restaurants downstairs, for instance, at Natiivo Miami. Then you have more restaurants in the building. So there's like 4 or 5 restaurants in Natiivo by themselves. So there's so much going on, and obviously I can charge this same rate. We can charge this 455, right? And compete easily. Not even sweating. If we charge 455 and we say we have ocean view or bay view, whatever the case may be, whatever unit you decide to pick, and some of you by now are probably going, Eric, how much are these units? Okay, well, a studio unit, the cheapest one right now is $352,000. They're fully furnished at Natiivo, all right? So we'll get into it a little bit later. A 1 bedroom, I don't know what the cheapest one is because I didn't search it out, but a 1 bedroom is generally around $450,000. All right. So each time you move up a bedroom, you pretty much are going up 100,000. So a 2 bedroom basically goes into the sixes, though. That is pretty much it. It escalates when you get into a 2 bedroom. In fact, I don't even see anything in the sixes anymore. They're all the cheapest one, 700. It looks like 755 is the cheapest 2 bedroom now. On the 43rd floor, there's 51 floors. And that is a northwest view, which means you're not probably going to see the water at this point. All right? You're in the back of the building, so it's going to get a sunset because the west views have sunset. If you like sunsets, that'll be the unit for you. If you start getting up front towards the water, well, you're going to be closer to 790, 780. All right, so I want to show you that, and I want to show you the DoubleTree Hotel at Biscayne Bay for the same dates. Here we are, Bay View, partially refundable. 680 a night. So there we go with that. Park View, that's the park. That's 400 a night. So but you can see the water if you can see the park. So those are going to be a little more, 400 of course. So here we are again, 399, 400, 429. These are all good. This is the DoubleTree, Biscayne Bay. All right, even Priceline, I did a little look. Let me see what I got here. These 4 Seasons, 283. When we click on it, look what happens. They say price per night. Deluxe City View, 283, 283. So we're good. If you have City View, you know you're going to be getting $299 a night. But these are different 3 nights, so we'll have to see what it is. But you see here, 3 nights, $300. You're getting $900 a night for a Bay View king bed at 4 Seasons. And this is June 8th through the 11th. Middle of the week, nondescript. So again, we're basically at $299 a night. All right, that's pretty much it, and they haven't even had the taxes on that, so it's going to be over $1,000. But we're at $299 a night, let's say, on off seasons, June 8th through the 11th, middle of the week. I believe that is Tuesday through Friday. So now we know 300 is about the minimum we're going if we had a studio unit. I'm staying with studios to compare with the hotel with a view of the water. So now you know, during the summer, which is I consider it myself off season, but they have events, so you'll be able to make more during certain weeks. But we'll just stick with the nondescript weeks. So you have to start thinking, what are we going to do here, right? Here's the breakdown of Miami lodging. Okay, Star, here we are. Airport, 58 hotels, which is 12%. Downtown, 44 hotels, which is almost 10%. Miami Beach, 178 hotels, 39%. 19,000 rooms. Right here is 8,000 rooms. I believe this is from 2019. So in the next year or two, this number is going to balloon, and now people are going to say, okay, after my Miami Beach hotels are booked up, or they're highly booked because they're doing about 80% occupancy in Miami, just so you know. All right, not during COVID, but normally it's 80% in downtown Miami. All right, it's higher out at Miami Beach because it's water. Everybody wants to stay along, Ocean Drive. But Ocean Drive costs a lot of money now. Not like $100 a night like it used to be like 20 years ago. All right. So that just gives you an idea. And as you can see the candle here, Miami Beach, way higher. Downtown, half. And here's airport, the other half. Yeah, airport's the third largest airport by traffic in the U.S. is Miami. So that's no surprise. It's international. So you guys have an idea. If you want any of this, I'll have a link down below. Now, let's get to Natiivo. I know it's been a while since I started this video, but please stay with me here because some of you can afford to get this asset, and it's home sharing. It's the first property that was licensed for home sharing in Miami. They can do things that nobody else can do, and they have made this place a gold mine for homeowners. All right? Now, I don't know where to begin really because this is just incredible. I'll have a link down below. If you want to get in touch with Sophia, who's the realtor here at Natiivo Miami, please email me at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. All right? So this, I'm just scrolling through, but I don't like how their menu is. It just drives me crazy. Okay, I'm going to go with something that just fascinates me. This is the 8th, 9th, and 10th floor. Everything is the same on each floor. This right here is another restaurant, lounge area, all right? It's all yours and all included with your HOAs. A studio HOA particular unit could be $337 and the other studios are $400 per month. If you want a 2-bedroom, then a 2-bedroom is like $800 a month. All right, and up. It depends on which side of the building you're on. And then the 3 bedrooms, you're at $1,100 a month. All right, that's pretty much it. Now, it includes all of this, and it includes valet parking downstairs. If you have a studio, you get 1 parking spot. If you have a 1-bedroom, 1 parking spot. A 2-bedroom, 2 parking spots. 3-bedroom. I don't know if they give you 3 parking spots because I didn't ask about a 3-bedroom because I am not spending $1 million. I'm not living there. All right. So we didn't even get into that discussion. But as you can see here, 3 floors of bespoke amenities. This is incredible. Co-working spaces like this, private offices, video capable conference rooms. They have phone booths, but I'm thinking old-fashioned, but that's kind of what they are, where if you are on your cell phone and there's a lot of people around and you want to have privacy, they have these cell booths that close and are kind of soundproof, so then you can go and have your private conversation. Obviously, internet. Obviously, they have office hosts to coordinate the co-working spaces, coffee and juice bar, and there's an amphitheater. This is on every floor. This isn't just on one floor. This is on every floor. Meeting room with a presentation room available to every owner of the place. So you know who's going to live there? Or who's going to be there? Not may live there, because a lot of people may not live there. But you know who's going to be in the building? A who's who of the business world is going to be staying here. Because I don't have to go and rent another place to have my meeting. I can rent this. It's not even rent. I own here, so I can reserve my amphitheater if I want to. Or the meeting and presentation room, I can reserve that. Oh, I need to meet you. Come to my office on the 8th floor. Or this time it's the 10th floor. Come to this office on the 10th floor, whatever the number is. I'll meet you over there. You have an office now. This is going to be a who's who of business around the world is going to be staying at this location. And this is priceless because not only can I sit there and say, hey, you know what, instead of us all staying at the Intercontinental, why am I going to stay at the Intercontinental if I have business meetings with people? We're all going to be staying at the Natiivo because now it's all included. All I got to do is have the room reserved. Now we're having our office meetings and our business meetings, whether it's in the meeting room, presentation room, the amphitheater, or the private offices. And then we have co-working spaces as well. This is major to me. And even though I don't like the price, and I wouldn't spend let's say I'm staying with the studio, right? I wouldn't spend 350,000 in Punta Cana because that's a condo and that's vacation rentals. If they had something like this, then it makes sense. But there is no business hub in Punta Cana yet. So in Miami, there's a business hub. So you know where people are going to be staying when you have these type of amenities. Ninth floor, the swim, resort style pool, cabana, sun deck, poolside food and beverage service, cabana bar, pool towel. Yes, there we are on the ninth floor. On the other, this is called the east section, which overlooks Biscayne Boulevard. This is what the pool area is going to look like. Is this spectacular or what? No additional costs. And then off of the movie theater, off of the swimming pool is the drop down movie. And here's the drop down screen. And the only thing I don't like about this is you can easily see how many people can this hold? 10, 15, that's it. You can put some more chairs here, but I'm like, oh, this is nice, but if you really want to make this like a movie location, you're going to have more seats than this. But anyhow, there you go. Here we are, live show and events lounge, media lounge, that's what they're calling that. Drink, dine, work lounge. Yeah, again, another cafe, cocktail bar, social area, full service dining on the terrace, specialty restaurant up here. Meanwhile, there's 2 restaurants on the bottom. A speakeasy, which has a bar in it as well. I saw pictures of it. DJ and live performances also on this floor. Programmed events also on this floor. There we go. And the 10th floor, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Juice bar, yoga, Pilates, boxing ring, bags, Peloton equipment, weight station, cross training, spa treatment, sauna, locker rooms, outdoor terrace training, and the Fit Boutique. All right? There you go. The freedom of choices is yours. Now, I just want to end it there because, again, this is no qualifying, no credit check, no anything if you want to start thinking about getting into pre-construction Miami. All right? So I like how the Paramount shows their stuff, so I got to go and leave it there as I explain. We are talking about 20% down for Natiivo to reserve the property. Yes, I know that's a hefty tag because if you're getting a studio unit, you're going to need around 75 grand and up because some studios are 350 like I said, others are 390. So you're going to need, let's say, anywhere from 75 to 80 down payment. Then it's not going to be built until 2023, 2 years plus from now. So in those remaining 2 years, they're going to want 30%. So if that interests you at all, then you need to write up your proposal because they want 20% more 6 months later. After you sign, they want another 20%. And then they want 10% December 2022. That's their time frame for what they're trying to do. But if you know anything about real estate, you can always negotiate. So therefore, the 20%, non-negotiable. The other remaining 30%, you're going to have to either, if you don't want to be on that plan, you're going to have to figure out how you're going to get them their 30% by December 2022 or by their delivery date. So since their delivery date is not until 2023, I'm trying to figure out why it wouldn't be, like April 2023 before you would have to come up with the remaining 30%. So that's all I'm trying to say. So in the case of the real world numbers, we will say we put down $80,000. And that means on $350,000, we're going to have to put down about another 105. All right. So we'll be at 285 at that point, right? Is that correct? No, that's not correct. 30% of 35. Yeah, that's 105. Yeah. So we're putting down more 190. Okay, I'm doing 390. That's why. Okay, so I'm doing the 390 numbers. So yeah, so we have 190 down, and then we have a 50% LTV. But who here down below? Please comment. Who here thinks that a $350,000 condo in downtown Miami pre-construction is going to be worth 350 2 years from now after they completed it? You know it's not going to be worth that. It's going to be worth a lot more because you've just changed. This is a whole commercial property. This is not a normal rental. This is a vacation rental spot, a short-term rental spot. Even though people can live there, but I mean, to me, 400 square feet is kind of small. But people live in smaller quarters than that, so maybe somebody would stay in a studio unit. And one bedrooms aren't. I don't know the square footage of one bedrooms. They're about 600. Yeah, they're 637 to 670 square feet thereabouts, which is a nice size. So you can't complain there. So keep in mind what you're seeing on the screen is Paramount, and they're already built. And I've already shown you pictures of Paramount. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I know this is a long video, but this is how you have nobody stopping you, no barriers to entry. All you need is money. No credit check, no qualifying, no nothing on pre-construction property in Miami downtown right now at Natiivo. So that's all I'm talking about today. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. That's why we always talk about extra streams of income. That's why we've been talking about non-qualifying real estate purchases. Nobody is stopping you but you, because then you may need extra streams of income. So now that is what your barrier is. Get your extra streams of income so then you can afford to make moves like this. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.